Hello, and thank you for joining me here at Take Five with Fanae Five. Hey, that's me. Today is January 31st, and on this day in 1962, Samuel Gramerly became the first African American to command a U.S. Navy warship.
Honoring a true trailblazer. His name was Samuel Gravely. Exactly half a century ago, he became the Navy's first black admiral. Today, the crew of the local warship, which bears his name, does its best every day to live up to its namesake. Mike Gooding brings us his and their inspiring story.
It is a momentous day in U.S. Navy history. 50 years ago tomorrow, the Navy welcomed its first African-American flag officer. It was June 2nd, 1971. Samuel Lee Gravely, former seaman apprentice out of Richmond, Virginia, who had already been the Navy's first black commander and captain, became its first black rear admiral. The promotion came 25 years after President Harry S. Truman signed executive orders desegregating the military.
And I took the very similar path that he took.
Commander Corey Odom, like Gravely, was also a former enlisted man who had risen through the ranks. He now commands the guided missile destroyer USS Gravely.
And with the ship's motto being first to conquer, which was basically named after a lot of the major milestones that he was able to achieve, and me being the first black American to command the ship named after him, well, I think that's kind of special.
Are you inspired by him?
Yes. Inspired by his accomplishments, but then also just inspired by the toolbox that he's given us as leaders on Gravely. There's so much knowledge that he passed on and that we have from his career that really it makes it's a wonderful. He's a wonderful man to have as an inspiration for this warship.
Gravely went on to become a vice admiral. He died in 2004 at age 82. He's buried with more than 400,000 of the nation's greatest heroes at Arlington National Cemetery.
This ends January for Fanae 5 365 Days of Black History. For Black History Month, the whole month, I want to look at the accomplishments and history makers who are in that, which I hate labels, but they are in that millennial and Gen Z generation.